Okay, let's try and work out silver. I'm short at the moment. It's pumping a bit today, so let's see if that's a sensible move. It may not be. So I pointed out this on another video in terms of the macro, and if we compare it to gold, I think we're here. So I don't think the bottom is in. So I suppose that's the main reason for the short. But that can be proven wrong, obviously. Try and pull up a daily chart, see what some market geometry would tell us. So let's go with a pitchfork, high, low, high. That's one of the shifts. Original fork, yeah, that looks good. So here's your median line. So it came back to the median line from the high, but then it's really hovered around it, but then stuck under it. Now we go low, high, low. Try the modified rather than the original shift. Again, if I look at both of these, it's just showing that, well, we know it's run out of steam from 30. Is it just making high or low? It could be. Looking inside doesn't really help. Original fork, again, showing where the main impulse was. I guess we could leave the shift on. High, low, high. Again, on the shift, it's come back nicely to the median line. It's exactly what you expect, but again, it's not reaching the paramedian line. Also, there's a confluence here between the median line of the two different forks. So it's all saying a move is coming. I'd agree with that. One of the things that we know at the moment is everything's quite dollar sensitive. Everything seems a bit less dollar sensitive than it was, in so much as when the dollar really dumps, metals aren't really doing that much. When the dollar pumps, then the metals are in a bit of trouble short term. So you can see this is the daily for the DXY, and if we look at the last, so this is the hourly. So if we look at the daily, you can see it's just clinging on to this level, and the reason, or a reason, metals have been a bit pumpy for the last couple of hours is we've had some moderate red candles on the dollar. Another reason I'm short is if we look at gold, silver, it definitely seems to be a critical juncture for it. And again, just looking at the monthly, the big picture, sure, there was a lot of selling pressure or buying pressure for silver, but selling pressure on the ratio side. For the whole quarter, really, but you've got this nice bounce back, bullish engulfing candle. Sure, it's retraced again from there. Let's just try and put some forks on this on the macro. high, low, high. I think also probably find, just want to try another fork on these pivots. So again, it looks reasonably well supported. I mean, it didn't quite come down to here. But then if you look at the daily, again, it's formed a bottom and then a really nice base. So, silver's not going to pump hard unless gold silver declines. Is gold silver going to decline? Well, we're about to find out. Something's going to happen. There's a move coming in the next few days. I'd suggest gold silver probably is going to pump back up off this base. If it goes the other way, yeah, then silver short is not a good idea, and it's time to go long on it. That's probably all I've got to say at the minute. In terms of my favourite platinum, just watching oil as well. Oil looks pretty bullish at the minute. Again, we could fork it up. I mean, it's most analysts I think have been calling short on it for a while. Obviously, there was from here it did something unexpected, so I think people have been more bull biased since there. But again, I think this whole narrative of oil's in a big decline, I'm not quite sure at the moment. I certainly won't be shorting it or any of its related assets. Like the oil stocks, they just look very bottomy. So yeah, the idea with trading platinum, even though this is a silver video, is you look at the oil chart and the dollar chart as well, and you can, if there's either harmony or divergence in those charts, it kind of tells you something. So for example, I'd be more inclined to go long on platinum when the dollar was in the short term, when the dollar was looking weak and oil was looking stronger. But again, those things can change pretty quick. Let me do that pivot at the moment. Yeah, so decision point here. This was clearly a significant low. It could easily come back down to that again. But if we do low, high, low, again, sitting above the median line on that shift. So, yeah, like I say, it's for platinum, it's a time for it to shine, pun intended. Silver, still feel safe in my short. Don't use stops, and it's a mid-term play. Target's still 17.